Hi, welcome back to Live and Breathe Horses. And today I've got a question for you. So what's the first thing you do when you're anxious or afraid? I mean, we all get anxious and afraid at some point. This one especially can get anxious and afraid at some points. So of course that brings that up in us. I mean, obviously as horse people we deal with this a lot, but even just in normal life, what is our first response? So for me, that's to pause and take a breath. You know, my breathing is my big thing. But I also find it a very useful tool to have some kind of mantra to use. And I mean, obviously this will change over time depending where you're at, depending what's going on. But the one I'm really loving at the moment, which I'd like to share, and in fact I say at the moment, but this has been for quite some time, is strong back, soft front, wild heart. So the first part of that, the strong back, soft front, actually is from a Buddhist teacher called Roshi Joan Halifax. I hope I got that right. And Brene Brown adopted that, and she added the wild heart. And I think as horse people, it is just such a perfect one, you know, because first we need that strong back to have substance. It's the whole being firm and gentle, being soft and strong, you know, and the whole thing for me, the words that I love this inspires in me is to be brave and tender. And I think if we can be that with our horses, it's such a wonderful thing. So to be strong and supported in our back, physically, emotionally, so that we can be that for our horse, and then to keep an open heart and stay soft and stay curious. Curious, roundabout Bing's little face here. Because the alternative, you know, if we're just hard on our front and resistant and, you know, holding this shield, this is a terribly heavy thing to carry around, you know. So being vulnerable takes a lot of courage, and it really is the only way into good, effective horsemanship. I really believe that. And of course, the wild heart, I think as horse people, we all have a bit that wildness, you know, that galloping off that thing, you know. It's like when people say, people that don't really know horses often ask me, I have a lot of clients come and they often struggle with fear. And they say, but why do they do it if they're afraid? Why don't they just not do it? And of course, it's the love of horses. But I think it's a bit that wild heart feeling that it gives us. So I'd love to hear from you. What is your response to fear and anxiety? And do you have a mantra for yourself that helps you in situations where you need a bit of oomph, or your horse does? My horse is taking some big deep breaths now, chilling out a bit. Yeah, so let us know. And I hope you find that useful. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Keep tuning into the light.